print a Glock, couple band. This a PC, it in my hand. Legal shooter, make them overstand. Half court, full court, state court, magistrate court, beat the light. Nigga, who is you? Cause I forgot hit the booth and I go cool, got karate.
This is week 3 of your June 2025 orbit report. Now, this is the turning point, all right? The sky is not subtle this week. There's a lot happening. All right, we're going to get to it. We're moving through the storm. But on the other side of intensity, clarity is waiting, okay? We begin with one of the most potent cosmic setups for the year, all right? Mars squares Uranus, which is literally nuclear war. Knock on wood. Jupiter squares Saturn. Jupiter also squares Neptune. This kind of configuration doesn't whisper, it shakes the foundation. It breaks the illusion. It demands change. All right? Now, the major transits. June 15th, Mars in Leo squares Uranus and Taurus. All right? Fixed signs going at it. There's a lot of energy. Fixed signs don't want to budge, and they're gonna be doing this. And Mars is already doing this, and Uranus is like, I'm popping up, and they just pop. It's a lot happening. All right. Mars in fiery Leo brings courage, visibility, and ego assertion. But Uranus is earthly. Taurus represents radical, uncontrollable shifts in our values, resources, and bodily experience. When these two clash, expect the unexpected. Sudden revelations, breakdowns, breakthroughs, all right? Because Uranus and Taurus creates unexpected shifts, unexpected earthquakes. Don't be surprised there are earthquakes that are happening around. Don't be surprised if you turn on the news and then there's an earthquake somewhere in Asia. Knock on wood. This is rebellious, all right? Electrifying energy, all right? Avoid impulsive decisions. Please drive carefully, okay? Respond and do not react. There's a lot happening, all right? June 15th again, Jupiter is at 1 degree Cancer, squaring Saturn in Aries at 1 degree. All right. Now Jupiter expands and Saturn restricts, and Saturn has the upper hand because it's an opening square. Yes, it's an opening square, and Saturn has the upper hand. Okay. We will feel the friction between vision and responsibility. All right. Emotionally, this may feel like wanting to move forward, but being confronted by very real limitations, either in energy, time, or readiness. The lesson, patience with purpose. June 17th, Mars enters Virgo. So Leo is done whooping ass, and Virgo is about to start whooping some ass. After all that fire, we switch gears, all right? Mars in Virgo is about sacred service, practical action, and healing precision. Detox your calendar, clean your space, recommit to your health and rituals. Virgo is not necessarily perfectionist, it's devotional. It's magic. It does things day on a day and a day and a day and a day and a day, and not necessarily trying to be perfect, it's just trying to be devotional. Now, granted, sometimes depending on if it's on a positive axis or a negative axis, it is being a perfectionist. But I digress. June 18th, Jupiter in Cancer squares Neptune in Aries. All right, a lot happening. What's happening? This is the dreamy fog. Okay, Jupiter expands ideals while Neptune dissolves them. Okay, watch for emotional confusion, spiritual bypassing, or romantic illusions. All right, it's a great time for meditation, for art, or for intuitive downloads. Okay, chicken noodle soup. I know. but not for major decisions. All right. June 20th. Okay. June 20th to 21st, depending on the time you're at. But it's always on the same degree. June 20th, Sun enters Cancer. Okay. Cancer season begins. The sun shines light on our inner world, our emotional needs, our roots, and our sacred memory. Rest. Okay. Reconnect with your inner mother. Honor your ancestry. All right. Now, some energetic themes for this week: cosmic detox and course correction, emotional realism and spiritual recalibration. Choose devotion over perfection, protecting your peace while transforming your path. All right. Now, some questions to ask yourself for this week. What does my anger want to teach me? Very important. What is the cost of staying in old patterns? Also very important. Where am I confusing fantasy with intuition? Also very important. Okay. How can I lead with emotional maturity this week? Also very important because there's a lot of this week is gonna be great. There's a lot happening this week. All right. So yeah. So now some ritual suggestions. Clean your space thoroughly, physically and and energetically. Whew. Energetically, sage, Palo Santo, and make sure to open the windows when you do it. Don't have them down. Open the windows. Sage, Palo Santo. Let the energies out, because if you just light it and the windows are down, you're bringing up the energy, but there ain't nowhere for it to go. Light it up. Open the window. Well, open the windows first. Light it up, and then you're good. Okay. Now, journal your biggest frustrations. All right. Then write how it's redirecting you. Take a ritual bath with rosemary, Epsom salt, and peppermint for clarity and release. Okay. Now, we're going to go with starting from Aries all the way to Pisces. All right. Aries risings. This week puts pressure on your public and private life. Okay. You may feel torn between personal goals and obligations at home. Mars moving into Virgo will help you clean up daily habits, but be mindful of burnout. That's very important, right? Taurus risings. Unexpected news or realizations could disrupt your plans. Stay flexible, right? Mars and Virgo supports you in healing through creativity, pleasure, and spiritual practice. Release fixed expectations. Gemini rising. Hey, 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 yeah. Emotional truths about finances, self-worth, or shared resources could emerge. All right. Jupiter square Neptune could bring confusion around values. So you want to reground. You want to reground yourself. Mars supports practical restructuring. Okay. Now for Cancer risings, you're at the center of cosmic tension. A lot of Cancer energy happening right now. So much, and I said this during the monthly report. So much happening. All right. Jupiter in your sign is bringing growth, but with pressure. All right. Relationship dynamics may shift drastically this week. All right. Anchor in what feels emotionally aligned, not just familiar. Familiar. Leo rising is now done whooping ass. Mars leaving your sign may feel like a power down, but actually it's a redirection. Okay. Focus turns to healing your health, your habits, and your work rhythms. All right. Don't ignore what your body's trying to tell you. All right. It's very important. Virgo risings, now ready to whoop some ass. Virgo rising, and Virgo suns, and Virgo moon. Well, Virgo moons will feel it, but Virgo risings, Virgo suns, get ready to whoop some ass. Okay, Mars enters your sign, and you will feel the call to take action, but take sacred action. Okay, friends or allies may disappoint or surprise you. Let go of obligations that no longer resonate. Okay, Libra risings, your career and visibility are under pressure. Okay, leadership opportunities may arise, but without challenges. Sorry, but not without challenges. Said that wrong. Step up with integrity. Release emotional expectations of external validation. Scorpio risings, you may feel called to speak out. Okay, teach or defend a belief, but you must lead with wisdom, not reaction. Very important. Mars supports grounded action in the spiritual and educational realms. Sag rising, Sagittarius risings. The fire, the ascended fire. Deep emotions surface, okay? Power, trust, and intimacy are being recalibrated. Avoid escapism. Mars supports building financial structure and energetic protection. Cap suns and cap risings, mainly the cap risings. Relationship patterns crack open. Contracts, both literal and energetic, okay, are shifting. Now, let them. Clarity will follow chaos, okay? Mars supports internal recalibration and reflection. Aquarius rising with that Pluto in your sign. Your body and schedule are in the spotlight. Do not overextend yourself. Don't be trying to grab for straws. Cut out what drains you and let Mars help you clean and clear and clarify your wellness path. Okay. Now, the dream. One had a dream. Pisces risings. You're being asked to choose joy consciously. Okay. Not as an escape, Pisces. All right. But as a spiritual path. Okay, Pisces. Mars supports you in realigning with pleasure, romance, and authentic expressions. Okay. Now, this week is not easy. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there's a lot happening, but it's essential. Okay. The universe is clearing what we've outgrown. Honor your emotions as divine messengers. Trust the chaos and rebuild in alignment. Okay. Now, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, help me out so I can help you out. Visit my website, comment down below, hit the bell for notifications. Tell your mom and your daddy, your sister, your uncle, your aunties, tell them about me because we Halo readings 333 in it. Hey, Halo readings 333, yeah. I'm a dancing ass motherfucker, bro. I'm dancing, bro. With that being said, peace.
Match straight court, beat the light. Nigga, who is you? Cause I forgot hit the roof and I go cool, cock a ride.